Well, today marks 1 year since Hamas launched an attack on a festival in Israel, leading to a war that's gone on ever since.
Yes, Doug Luzader is with us from Washington to reflect on this marking of October 7th. And Doug, the U.S. has tried to broker a ceasefire over the months. Israel has thus far not been very interested. How much influence has the U.S. government lost with Israel?
Well, we do see things going in different directions here. I mean, almost from the very beginning, the U.S. was calling for restraints, was calling for some kind of a ceasefire deal, and yet we've seen the conflict go just the opposite direction, where there are now more fronts involved in this, including to the north with Lebanon, and of course this back and forth with Iran, and at some point where we believe there's going to be a response from Israel going after Iran. So if anything, this conflict has widened as the White House has been urging restraint.
Yeah, the conflict has certainly widened, and you mentioned some of the areas now involved. So how likely do you think it is that Israel carries out this possible attack in retaliation this week?
Well, it seems likely that something's going to happen, and there's been a lot of speculation about what the target may wind up being. Will they go after Iran's oil facilities? That could have an impact on world oil markets. Will they go after Iran's nuclear sites? That's long been a sticking point with Iran. We just don't know what they're going to do, but they are widely expected to do something just because of the scale of the attack from Iran. I mean, that was a barrage of ballistic missiles, the likes of which we've just never seen before.
And in terms of the risk factor right now for an all-out war on multiple fronts at this point, what's the outlook here as we mark this anniversary?
Yeah. It's not clear where the off-ramps might be here. Now, will Israel go after Iran in kind of a limited attack in some shape or form and then say, well, that's going to be it for now? But Iran is really seen by Israel and by the U.S. as the central problem here, the big backer of both Hamas to the south of Israel and Hezbollah to the north. So, fixing the Iran problem has been an issue that has bedeviled one U.S. administration after another.
Yeah, and that kind of leads us into that aspect of it, because it's a very complex situation, centuries of distrust between these groups in the Middle East. So, in a sense, some of these things aren't necessarily new. Is there a peaceful way out of this?
It's not clear what it is. The issues in the Middle East, to your point, seem intractable. It doesn't seem clear how you reconcile all of this, and meantime, the death toll just keeps rising here. So at this point, we seem to be in kind of a spiral, and again, everyone's kind of waiting to see what Israel's response to Iran is ultimately going to be.
Yeah, all right. Thank you, Doug Luzader there in Washington. We'll talk to you again tomorrow.
Thank you.